Welcome to Crosswork Reviews. Today, I will be reviewing The Quiet Place. Something that I really appreciated about The Quiet Place was that given the themes, we hear very little dialogue, so then we are forced to receive almost all of the information by what we see. A rule of thumb in film is to show and not tell, and I think that this film did a really good job with that. The suspense is done really well, and they use the score sparingly, so like the characters, we get to experience the silence and then the fear of what is created by the fear of the unknown. And because this movie shows the story of a family, we can relate to almost every character, whether they be a child or a parent, because all of us have one way or another some sort of experience in that environment. And the morals portrayed in this movie are also really good, so we don't really feel betrayed by the characters in any way, and the values portrayed in the movie are also very strong and meaningful. The relationship between each character also feels very realistic, which helps us attach to these characters and care for them because they are doing the same for each other. Apart from the occasional violence and some blood, this is actually a very clean movie, and is a good introduction into the horror and suspense genre for those who are new to it. The only issue that I have is that there are just a few decisions throughout the movie that don't feel very realistic within the situations, which can come across as a little bit distracting, although a lot of these decisions are made out of impulse emotions instead of logic, which is realistic in some cases, even if it does enhance the peril of the story. And now a note for the parents. I would say that ages 15 to 16 would be okay to watch this. There's no language or sexual content in the movie, which frankly I do appreciate. There is some fairly gruesome violence though, purely related to the monsters. In the beginning, the youngest child of the family gets killed by one of those creatures, as well as another guy. So the family has to deal with the grief of that loss throughout the film. Apart from one of the monsters being blasted with a shotgun on screen, the majority of the violence is implied off-screen, so it doesn't get super graphic. But here and there is a good amount of blood, such as on the walls from the monsters and the wife giving birth in the process of being pursued by the creatures. But this birth is also implied off-screen too, so we don't see that process. And that's it for this review. If you're interested in more reviews, go ahead and check out my Instagram, where I periodically post slightly abridged reviews for this and other movies not on this channel. Also, for those of you who want to know more about the specific contents of this movie, I have the links to the Plugged In and Common Sense Media reviews down below, as well as the Parents Guide on IMDb. So please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.